In order to submit an EventApp application, you must have an account and be signed in. If you don't already have an account, you can go to the link below, click on Register in the top right, confirm your email, and then you'll be able to log in. There are two ways to begin an application: from the Council EventApp page, but also from your applicant dashboard. From an individual council's EventApp page, you can choose Apply to hold an event. From your applicant dashboard, you should choose New Application, and you will then need to select the borough, city or municipality that you wish to apply to. Remember that you may need to click on Select Other Location to find the one that you are looking for. Once you've begun a new application, you'll need to fill out all of the compulsory information in order to submit it. All of the compulsory questions have an asterisk by them. Once you've done this within each section, the grey ticks on the left will go green and the Submit Application buttons on the right will turn blue. If you do not have an answer to a compulsory question at this time, you can type NA into the relevant box. On the first Your Details tab, you must choose whether you want to register a new event organiser or use the same details that you've used previously. If you're registering for the first time or acting on behalf of a different organisation this time, you should select the first of these options. You'll then be asked to fill out the event organiser details. Remember that anything with an asterisk by it is compulsory. If you get stuck with any questions, you can hover over the blue question marks on the right for guidance. If you have already entered an event on EventApp and wish to use the same organiser details, please choose the second option from the drop-down menu. You can then choose which previous event organiser information you would like to use from the drop-down menu. If selecting one of these options, your application will then autofill with the previous event organiser information. Be aware that you can still make changes to any of this by clicking on the relevant tab, including updating your insurance document by re-uploading an updated document here. If you have the relevant insurance document to hand, you can select Yes on the Insurance tab, and then you must fill out every question on this page. You can upload your insurance document by selecting Browse Computer or by dragging and dropping the file. If the file has uploaded correctly, the name will appear. You may proceed to submit your application without the correct insurance document. To do this, you select No. However, as the pop-up states, you must come back to add it at a later date. The Invoice tab is where you enter your financial information. If this is not relevant to you, please leave as Yes and leave the questions blank. If it is relevant and you, the event organiser, are responsible for invoicing, please also choose Yes. If the invoice information is the same as the Your Details section, you may leave each of these boxes blank. However, you are also able to add in slightly different invoice details if you wish to by adding information to each box. If you are not responsible for invoicing, then you must select No. Please note, this will then remove your green tick for this section until you have filled out the additional compulsory information. If you're unsure of anything, you can save your application as a draft at any time. The Event tab is where you add in event information. Start by clicking on the blue Add New Event button. You should then choose the type of event that you are holding. If unsure, please select General. You should then work through the event questions. If you're holding a small event, a large part of this form may not be relevant. So remember, you only need to fill out the compulsory questions with an asterisk by them. You can put NA by these compulsory questions if they are not relevant to your event. Remember to hover over the blue question marks if you get stuck. Partway down the Event tab is Venue information. If your event contains a route to or from the main location, you should select Yes here. When you start typing your location, some options will show in the drop-down menu. These are the locations that the Council has added to their database. Please select the correct location from the list. If your location does not show in the drop-down, please select Not on List, Find on Map. This will allow you to enter in the location for the Council to review. You can add in any additional information below. Next, you need to fill in the schedule information. Please distinguish Setup and Clear Up Time from the main start and end times. Next, you will be asked whether your event has any requirements. If you choose yes to any of these questions, you'll need to enter some more information into the text box that pops up. You must hit Accept to save the changes in this section. If you have filled in all of the information correctly, the Event tab tick will go green and the Submit button will turn blue. If you are ready, you can now submit your application. Once you hit Submit, you'll be asked to agree to the Council's terms and conditions, along with Apply for Technology's terms and conditions. You agree to these by ticking both checkboxes. You can then select the green Submit button. When you see this page, you will know that you've submitted your Event app application correctly. You'll also receive a confirmation email.